Hello, guys. I welcome you back to our platform, Bright Careers and Successful Life. So, today we will have a discussion with a person who you already know. Most of you already know him if you are following our platform. So, he is Mr. Dipanjan. A short introduction about him is he completed his MS in Ocean Engineering from IIT Madras. That is what he did. Then he is currently working in one of the industries, one of the MNCs in one of the sectors which is very much related to machine learning and आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. सो आज जो है अपन यही दो चीजों के बारे में बात करेंगे, मशीन लर्निंग के और आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, बिकॉज देयर आर सो मेनी पीपल हु वांट टू गेट इनटू दिस बट दे स्टिल स्ट्रगल. सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट दीज थिंग्स. तो दीपंजन के साथ एक डिस्कशन करेंगे. And before we start, we would like to welcome you, Dipanjan, once again to our platform. And the sessions which we have conducted in past were really appreciated by people. And once again, formally, I would like to welcome you.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you,
Dipanjan,
Ramesh.
okay. So, Dipanjan, let's talk about this, okay? First of all, machine learning or artificial intelligence, वो skill sets में है which people are very much interested to get in, like data science. These few skill sets, people are very much interested. इतना craze क्यों है? Anything you can just highlight some of your inputs related to that? और yeah,
Yeah,
exactly क्या है और
basically,
exactly क्यों इतना craze है? We want to hear it from you, the expert.
okay. So basically, अभी जितने भी कंपनीज है बहुत सारा डेटा प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं और वो दे वांट टू मेक समथिंग आउट ऑफ दोज डेटा. दैट इज वन ऑफ द रीजन एंड that is why people want to know from the data that basically there are analysts who look at the data and take business decisions and they say that ये करेंगे तो अच्छा होगा बेसिकली कंपनी के लिए प्रॉफिटेबल होगा
हाँ,
या कुछ भी प्रोडक्शन बढ़ जाएगा जो भी बिजनेस प्रॉब्लम
सही
सॉल्व
सही
होता है वो होता है. Now what companies want now is instead of hiring 10-15 analysts, why do I need to hire 10-15 analysts when one algorithm can take that particular decision?
Okay.
So when you want to take a decision, you have the data with you. You just keep a algorithm and it will take the decision for you. That is what is all ML and AI about. So you want to take decisions based on the data that is there with you.
Okay, so that is
Be it
ML.
business decisions, be it engineering, be it anywhere, you will have this. Wherever data is available, you will get this ML coming in.
Okay, and what is the difference between this and data science? Are these
Okay.
somewhat related? Because if we talk about data science, right, उसमें भी यही रहता है, if I'm not wrong, but data से ही जो है try to analyze few of the stuff. So data analysis में और artificial intelligence और machine learning में basic difference क्या रहेगा?
Okay.
और
See,
machine learning
basically,
and how, अब ये दो these two terms, right? Machine learning is a term and artificial intelligence is a term. तो ये जो terms है, इसको अपन how do we directly derive that के data से इन लोग का direct impact क्या है? What is the direct alignment between these two words and data analysis kind of thing?
okay, basically, as I said, right, like earlier, there used to be a lot of analysts, they used to look at the data. There are basically different types of analysis. You do a descriptive analytics, basically, what is the condition now? You look
Okay.
into the condition now, and then you just come up with some issues that is basically the reasons why it is hindering your business progress. So basically, that part is a part of a data scientist. Okay,
Okay.
so you basically, few analysts come and they look at the data and they come to a conclusion that this is wrong, this is the thing that is happening wrong with your company, or this is the problem, or this is good, this is bad, or whatever things they can come up with. So there are two types of analytics basically. There is one descriptive analytics
Okay.
and there is one inferential analytics. We won't go into much
हाँ,
details though.
अपन overall जो है perspective clear कर देंगे कई लोगों का
Yeah,
overall.
so basically analytics part is done by the data scientist. Now you want to do some forecasting and you want to do some predictive analytics. That's where your ML and AI pitches.
Okay. So Dipanjan, ये भी इस चीजों से related है क्या? Like if we talk about artificial intelligence, we give some specific program, we give some specific program, assign some specific program to a particular device, और वो जो है automatically it will detect के okay, he will place an order on this particular thing on this particular date. ऐसा कुछ एक specific system रहेगा. So
Okay.
is that also related to artificial intelligence and machine learning?
It might be. I'm not sure about the whole system, what you're talking about, but yeah, I can understand what you're trying to say. See, basically, what you do to the computer is you tell the logic from your brain. That is human intelligence. You say that if this is happening, then do this. That is what the
Okay.
computer can understand and it will do accordingly. Now, instead of we specifying that particular condition, that if this, do this, that if this, do this will come from the machine itself. That is what the AIML is. You don't take the decision. The decision is taken by the algorithm. So
Okay.
that is the beauty
On the
of
basis of whatever.
AIML.
So,
So now in your particular situation, you are saying that you want to send mails to, like, if certain things happen, you want to send mails to the people, right? That's what you are talking about now.
no. Oh, so there was a discussion. So
Mm-hmm.
what happened was there was a discussion, and it was like after a few years, a situation would be that if we program your refrigerator or some device, so it would
Mm-hmm.
keep executing those orders for you. For example, a
Correct.
specific device, after if you want to buy something like vegetables or daily eatables, if one specific time is over, then after a week or after 2 weeks or so, if we feed a program, that it would automatically go ahead and trigger that notification to one of the apps which might get linked to it, like maybe Amazon or whatever it is. So ये जो process
Mm-hmm.
रहेगा, it's this is what was the discussion about. So ये भी
Okay.
somewhat related to यही scope में रहेगा, right? So that is how I see कि future will be all about ML and AI. That is what I can understand. I was having an opinion on that.
Yeah, definitely. इसमें कहीं ना कहीं जरूर AI आएगा.
Hmm.
But yeah, you're talking about IoT and things like
अच्छा
things
अच्छा.
interact with each other. And yeah, but anyway, like there will definitely be AI pitching in somewhere here down the line.
हाँ. So वही, so thanks. So काफी सारी चीजें थे, it got cleared. So basically जो ये रहता है artificial and intelligence and machine learning, it now deals with analyzing few things with the data. जो data है उसमें से analyze करते हैं, and then how what can be the outcome, or how this is basically how it does. तो जहाँ पर पहले बहुत सारा लोग manually करते थे, now it's like more like system is doing it, programs are doing it for you.
Correct.
ओके. एंड उसका स्कोप कैसा है दीपांजन? अभी अपन देखो बात कर रहे हैं, तो विच ऑल इंडस्ट्रीज, विच ऑल सेक्टर्स विल हैव more requirements when it comes to machine learning and artificial intelligence?
Actually, see,
Any
I won't
specific?
say there is any such industry that will not require AI/ML now down the line. I don't see any industry as of now. Definitely, there will be AI/ML pitching in every sphere of the life and every industry. So, be it healthcare, be it engineering, be it sciences, everywhere.
Hmm.
So, I don't think there will be any industry that will be left alone.
तो विच एवर इंडस्ट्री में डेटा होगा, वहां पर एनालिसिस तो होगा, वहां पर
Definitely,
डेटा रहेगा,
definitely.
तो फिर एंड द वे हाउ करंट मार्केट इज मूविंग, द वे हाउ वी आर प्लेस करंटली, सो डेटा है तो उस पे इम्प्रूवमेंट्स के लिए लोग तो डेटा पे थ्राइव करते ही आ रहे हैं. सो वो
बिल्कुल
जो
बिल्कुल
चीजें मैन्युअली लोग करते हैं उसको प्रोग्राम्स करके, एंड व्हाट कैन बी द आउटकम्स एंड व्हाट वुड बी द स्पेसिफिकेशंस, तो एवरी इंडस्ट्री में ये चीज रहेगा ही. एंड डेटा है,
correct.
डेटा इंक्रीज हो रहा है, सो मोर एंड मोर पीपल विल नीड इट. बैंक्स में भी होगा, या फिर कोई भी सेक्टर्स में होगा, इंडस्ट्रीज में होगा, आईटी सेक्टर्स में होगा, टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट ऑल थिंग्स कैन बी डन प्रॉपरली, what are the things, what are the shortcomings, or how to improve the things which are currently going on the basis of the data. तो ये सभी तरफ होगा. सही है,
Yeah,
सही है.
definitely.
और how will it work? अच्छा, so this is the only scope, this is what it is. जो भी डेटा है उसको एनालिसिस करेगा सिस्टम, प्रोग्राम्स जो है दे विल एनालाइज इट. उसके दैट इज व्हाट इट इज, एंड इट विल गिव सजेशंस ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशंस. ये वो सजेशन
Correct,
देगा,
correct,
और उसके ऊपर देन द डिसीजंस विल बी फाइनलाइज्ड.
correct. The decision itself is taken by the machine. We are not going to interfere there. Basically, it knows what to be done. I mean, like, let us say, I'll give you a very simple use case. Okay, I'm trying to frame it myself.
हाँ.
So, basically, you have let's say, a Coca-Cola manufacturing plant, some drink manufacturing plant.
ओके.
Now, what the system does is there's a procedure, right? There's a process happening. Process is basically a defined step, right? Like
राइट.
you
ए
एक
बी
के बाद
सी
एक
डी.
प्रोसेस
हाँ.
होता रहता है, राइट?
राइट.
सो ग्लास बनेगा, उसके ऊपर चीजें डलेगी, उसके बाद यू क्लोज द you seal the container and things like that, right? This happens.
राइट.
Now in the end, what happens is if the size of the bottle is less than 20 centimeter, you need to reject this thing. This idea we have come up with, right? This is the human intelligence. You're saying अगर 20 के नीचे 20 सेंटीमीटर के नीचे अगर बॉटल है तो निकाल दो, 20 से ऊपर है तो भी निकाल दो, इक्वल है तो ही रखो बस, ठीक है. Now this particular thing we have come up with, right? We know that कि अगर 20 के ऊपर रखेंगे तो हमारे लिए प्रॉफिटेबल नहीं है, 20 के नीचे रखेंगे तो भी प्रॉफिटेबल नहीं है, 20 रखेंगे तो ही प्रॉफिटेबल है.
Okay.
करेक्ट. सो इफ ग्रेटर देन 20 और लेस देन 20 उसको मत लो, इक्वल टू 20 सिर्फ वो लो. करेक्ट. दिस लॉजिक वी आर कमिंग अप विद. नाउ what happens is our machine, we know our machine can understand that देखो अगर मैं अभी 20 रखूं तो मैं प्रॉफिटेबल है, अभी मैं कल चाहता हूं कि 22 रखूं. वो मशीन खुद डिसाइड करेगा कि अगर मैं आज 22 रखूंगा तो प्रॉफिटेबल हो रहा है तो मैं 22 रखूंगा. Now, if you want to take this decision, what you have to do is you again have to take the data and you have to analyze and then you have to come up with a solution that 22 रखो भाई, तभी तुम्हारा profitable business होने वाला है. But this, you don't need analysts now. It has scaled down to a factor that you can ask the machine to take the decisions. So it will decide 22 rakho, that is better. And then some point of time, it will say 25 rakho, that is better. So yeah, it can take its own decision and accordingly you'll have maximum profits.
Okay. And so what do people
do? An example. There are many situations where you can bring AI into picture.
Right, काफी perspective actually, it was very simple. So काफी perspective clear हुआ. So Dipanjan, what do professionals actually do then? Artificial intelligence or machine learning के जो skill sets है, the requirements that have been coming. So what do these people do? They program that particular intelligence और उसके feed करने से पहले, और what exactly इन लोग basically क्या करते हैं?
Okay, basically there are two phases, very major phases I would say, where AI/ML is very nicely visible. I mean, very prominently visible, which is NLP, which is natural language processing. That is basically you have a lot of unstructured texts and you want to make sense of that text and you want to come up with, let us say, chatbots. So you say something and it has to understand what you're saying and accordingly it will reply. Right. So it's not like you say something and I'll reply anything out of the blue. Okay. It has to understand what you're saying. So there used to be a time where you say something and if this kind of response comes from the user, I'll give this kind of answer. So that was based on if-else scenarios. But now it's no longer like that.
Okay.
So this is one case. This is NLP basically. Like you go and search, let's say, ratio in Google search. You'll get percentage, you'll get things which are near to ratio, right? Proportions and things like that you will get in the search. How does it come? How does it understand that you mean to say proportions or something related to ratio? Okay. So this thing, there is something going behind, right? So this is what AI is all about in NLP space. Whereas where you write something and it understands the meaning of that particular thing. And then with respect to the meaning that it understood, it will try to give a solution to it, or it will give an answer to it. If you want to bring something similar to it, you can bring. If you want to, like, let's say, fill in the blanks or something, you can fill in the blanks. Or if you want to extend the conversation, you can extend. There are a lot of applications to NLP itself. This is one big domain of machine learning. And there is another big domain, which is image processing. So, and this is another big domain. So I have not worked much on image processing though, but yeah, you can basically look at the images and you can do a lot of work. I mean, many semiconductor industries just look at the image of the semiconductor and identify whether it is defective or not, that particular thing. So there are many applications to it, many applications to it. So
ये सब चीजें those people who are learning this artificial intelligence or machine learning, so these are basically things which are taught to them. जो NLP जो है, फिर उसके बाद में image processing जो है, and some related stuff.
Yeah, these are basically the niche areas of AI/ML. Apart from this, there are many other applications where we have this Excel sheet based data or flowing data coming in. A lot of database things you will be able to apply AI/ML into picture, and it's very powerful. You feel good once things happen.
Yeah. So NLP का full form क्या था, Dipanjan?
Natural language processing, basically.
Natural.
Yeah.
There is one more full form of NLP, that is neuro linguistic programming.
Yeah, I'm aware of that as well.
Natural language, that is more to do with psychological aspects.
Correct. I'm aware of that as well.
आ, अच्छा, तो अभी इंटर्न्स के लिए भी इसमें रिक्वायरमेंट्स रहते हैं क्या? व्हाट वुड बी द हाउ इफ अ पर्सन, इफ ही इज अ फ्रेशर, if he wants to do this particular, if he wants to make his career into artificial intelligence and machine learning, what he should ideally look, क्या specific steps the we should keep he should keep in mind, क्या उसको करना चाहिए?
Okay, you mean a fresher's way to get into AI ML jobs, right?
Right, being a fresher, how to get into ML job, कहाँ पर
Okay,
मिलता
basically you have to get your hands dirty. Okay, you need to start doing as many projects as possible. Not doing any project. Okay, just कोई भी ऐसे YouTube में project मिल गया देख देख के बना लिया नहीं. You
है?
have
Okay.
to do it yourself and give it a visibility, right? Like people should see what you have done. So put it in LinkedIn, share your results, talk to the world what you have done, go for conferences. You need to interact with people, like-minded people, right? Then you need
Mhm.
to have a visibility basically of your work. So once you do that, it's pretty easy to get into good companies.
राइट, सो बेसिकली कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स है विच आर रिलेटेड टू आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और एमएल, खुद से
Correct.
पर्सन विल हैव टू डू इट, सो बेसिकली हाउ इट वर्क्स फॉर अदर स्किल्स एज वेल, वही करना चाहिए. So they have to keep projecting what they have been doing. If there are any specific projects which they have done on these two areas, they can pick up anything like NLP जो है वो भी ले सकते हैं, और anything relevant इस पे specific projects बना के they can keep sharing it. और internships का
Correct.
scope कैसा है दीपांजन? अगर if we talk about data science, there was a specific website wherein people can upload their projects. यहाँ पर भी कुछ specification है क्या उसका? Internship का scope वहाँ
कैगल
पर?
ही है वैसे कैगल वगैरह है तो बहुत सारा पर यू हैव टू एक्सप्लोर इट योरसेल्फ व्हाट यू फील गुड अबाउट लाइक वैसे इंटर्नशिप्स देखा जाए तो फिर बहुत स्टार्टअप कंपनीज ऐसी इंटर्नशिप्स देती है बहुत सारे स्टार्टअप्स आजकल सो
ML का और AI,
इंटर्नशिप्स या रमेश
और ML and artificial intelligence.
yeah for both AI and ML you will get lot of projects coming in you can talk to basically LinkedIn where you have to be very active you have to show your works with whatever data you have worked on you have to basically network with people you will definitely get one or the other things visibility is very important when people know now that they are working in a field that is related to yours they will definitely want you to be a part of their project right so
और you said Cadel, right? Which
yeah
use
Kaggle
करते हैं?
KAGGLE
Kaggle.
Kaggle
तो वो data science का भी था, and that is also used for ML और AI भी के लिए भी वही
yeah
है.
that is correct that is one of the best platform you can start working on because you get the environment there अगर पीसी एकदम खराब वाला हो तुम्हारे पास तो भी टेंशन की बात नहीं है you have GPU there you can train very complex models there
Kaggle.
so yeah it's a very wonderful platform to start
KAGGLE. So basically, if someone is trying to start their career, they can log into this particular platform. वहाँ पर कुछ they can
correct
find out, वहाँ पर they can find out the specific projects या कुछ ideas मिल जाएंगे. A good place to get that, and they can also upload their work there, right? They can also upload
correct
their
correct
work
correct
there.
correct
So
correct
guys, this is last meeting जब दीपांजन के साथ हुआ था, he was saying that कि this Kaggle, this particular thing is also used for data science as well. So ये this is a community basically, है ना?
yeah it's a community also I mean it is a many other thing other than just a community so
ओके, सो वहाँ पर लर्न कर सकते हैं, एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं,
correct
मेनी थिंग्स आर देयर. और
you can join
इंटर्नशिप,
competitions there are a lot of benefits of
अच्छा, इट्स अ बिग
yeah
साइट और काफी सारी चीजें हैं बेसिकली. सो इफ यू आर आइंग टू डू समथिंग रिलेटेड टू मशीन लर्निंग, artificial intelligence, or for that matter data science as well, be a member of this, log into this particular platform, explore the skill sets which are relevant to artificial intelligence. then उसमें NLP explore करो, कुछ internships है क्या देखो, keep doing some projects on your own, do not just wait. और internships है, explore internships. कुछ स्पेसिफिक प्लेटफॉर्म दीपांजन, कुछ स्पेसिफिक स्टार्टअप्स, यू सेड राइट, स्टार्टअप्स काफी सारे रिक्वायरमेंट्स लेकर आते रहते हैं.
startups are there was few websites name I don't remember now though but I'll send it to you once I have all of them name
दैट
but
वुड
it
बी
is
रियली
better
हेल्पफुल.
to have a good networking with people who are there on LinkedIn in the same. There are many groups in LinkedIn, basically ML related groups. You just
Okay.
try to be a part of those groups and interact with people. Definitely, you'll get a job or an internship.
Hmm. So the skills that the person has to acquire is NLP and relevant skill sets. NLP जो है ये prerequisite kind of रहेगा.
बेसिकली उसको सीखने के लिए भी डेटा साइंस स्टैटिस्टिक्स वो सब चाहिए उसके बाद फाइनली यू कैन कम टू दिस थिंग्स इफ यू वांट अ वेरी प्रॉपर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ एनएलपी एंड एमएल एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट you have to
अच्छा तो
start right from the scratch. That will basically give you an overall idea of what things are. Otherwise there are many programmers who there are many developers who can use ml algorithms but they are not very sure about what they're doing.
so वहाँ
Just a
पर the thing.
yeah, it's just a garbage in garbage out kind of things for them.
Got
So
it.
I don't want people to be like that. If they are coming into this field, I would suggest that you go right from the scratch, learn your mathematics, statistics, and then go with the programming languages, prefer Python. And after that, you can start with AIML, you can go with projects. That will be the best way. Like you can understand things and you can build very good models. It won't be just any model, it will be a very good model.
Right.
So
So basic जो study चाहिए, it would same for data scientist as well and artificial intelligence and machine learning as well. So basic guys, if you are trying to come in this particular fields, you should be good in mathematics, you should be good in statistics, you should have some knowledge about, you should have experience or some knowledge about programming language Python, or you should be good at data as well. So these are the things which can help you to get in. वहाँ पर कीप वर्किंग, फिर उसके बाद इंटर्नशिप्स एक्सप्लोर करो, थोड़ा सा खुद से प्रोजेक्ट्स बनाना शुरू करो. To start with, Kaggle के इसमें प्रोजेक्ट्स कौन से बनाना है, they can find it out, Dipanjan, right?
yeah, there are a lot of things. You can just go there, play around with that particular platform. You will get many things to do there.
तो Kaggle में start exploring it, and that is how you can try to get into this particular field. And meanwhile, अगर immediately job नहीं लग रहा है, if अगर कुछ हो नहीं रहा है, तो you can keep working on Python and related technologies so that you can get upper hand, and down the line as soon as you get an opportunity to switch, then वहाँ पर you can just take a call on that. और meanwhile Python तो आपका skill set रहेगा ही. So Python is one of the closest skills programming languages that can help you to move into data, ML and artificial intelligence. So
Correct.
Python और SQL भी था, right?
A SQL is also required. That is for people. Yeah, it is definitely required for analysts and people who want to go for developer side. But it's. I don't think it is a very hard thing to master. So I just kept
हो
it on
जाता
the back front.
हाँ, तो उसके लिए अगर अगर if you are specifically want if you specifically want to make your career in artificial intelligence and machine learning, सबसे पहले एक्सप्लोर करना चीजें शुरू करो. फिर उसके बाद जो है meanwhile अगर कुछ हो रहा नहीं है डायरेक्टली, तो पाइथन तो लर्न करो. पाइथन लर्न करके यू कैन स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन दैट, एंड मीनवाइल यू कैन कीप एक्सप्लोरिंग द ऑप्शंस. मीनवाइल कैगल में जाके स्टार्ट डूइंग द स्टफ अराउंड, और that would be helpful for you. And when it comes to people who want to switch to this particular specific skill set, then the people who are currently working in Python, it would be good for these people. That is the closest match as far as I know. क्या कोई भी आ सकता है, दीपांजन?
हाँ देखो अभी anybody can learn this particular thing. Okay, there is no hard and fast rule कि तुम mathematics में अच्छे हो तभी तुम आ सकते हो, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. There are many developers who were literally like from different backgrounds. Okay, somehow they got into some IT companies and they are very good now in AIML. They have developed very complicated models and things like that. So it's not like मैं इस फील्ड का नहीं हूँ तो नहीं कर सकता हूँ. So anybody can come to this field and it's very interesting. So I have even trained many developers who actually didn't know anything about these things and they were like 2-3 years हो गया, मैथ तो कुछ भी याद ही नहीं है, कहाँ से शुरू करो. So they were like, okay, अरे चिंता मत करो, सब हो जाएगा धीरे धीरे. They learned everything. It's not like if you give some time to it, you will definitely learn.
And it doesn't have a direct correlation with any specific programming language then.
Yeah, definitely you can learn those things. It is not very difficult to learn any programming language as such, and Python is one of the easiest programming language to master. So
अच्छा,
won't take much time.
वो रहते हैं, it doesn't need a big coding like जावा में जैसा रहता है, भाई कम
हाँ
में
मतलब
ज्यादा
थोड़ा
काम.
लॉजिक चाहिए, बट हो जाता है. मतलब ऐसा नहीं डिफिकल्ट है कुछ, ऐसा थोड़ा खुद से होना चाहिए. I should be able to give some amount of my time for those things, and definitely it will.
Right. Anything else, Dipanjan? और क्या? We covered many a things, right? अगर फ्रेशर है तो इसमें कैसा आना चाहिए, कौन से स्किल सेट्स रहते हैं, कौन से प्लेटफॉर्म्स रहते हैं, आज इसका इम्पोर्टेंस इतना क्यों है, then how would be the need for it when it comes to future, पूरा फ्यूचर में maximum requirements इसके ही रहेंगे. So we have discussed many things. और कुछ Dipanjan, anything left that you would like to add to this?
I would say you try this domain out. I mean, it's very interesting and fun-filled place to come into. So at least come here and explore what is there for you. Once you feel the power of this, this technology, you will definitely feel like working in this technology.
और कौन से भी
So
स्किल सेट का बंदा रहा तो इस पे आ सकता है. लाइक
definitely.
खुद जो है वो कीप डूइंग दैट, वॉट एवर यू आर करंटली डूइंग कीप डूइंग दैट. बट इफ यू फील दैट फ्यूचरिस्टिक स्किल सेट आपके कहाँ ना कहाँ काम आएगी, और डाउन द लाइन if you want a possibility to switch to this, so this thing is open for everyone. It doesn't have to be a database engineer, database administrator नहीं चाहिए, यूनिक्स नहीं, ऐसा स्पेसिफिक कोई भी नहीं, कोई भी बंदा आके they can start learning this particular thing. And that is how,
Correct.
because this is going to be a future. So, okay, it was very good, Dipanjan. It was very good. It was very useful. Dipanjan, we will start something around this wherein we can guide the people, right? We keep getting queries like, ke bande hai, they want to do something into, they want to actually start. They want to start in for something into machine learning, something into artificial intelligence. We'll plan something out step by step about how to get in. I will work with you. Probably अपन कुछ कर पाएंगे तो it would be very helpful for some of the people around. Queries आते रहते हैं. So if we can plan something step by step, how to start, first step, second step, third step, वो overall skill set के बारे में कुछ करते हैं.
Definitely, we can do that.
That would
So
be
it
very good.
usually takes around 3 to 4 months of dedicated time, and you can be a master. I won't say like a complete master, but yeah, you will know the field enough to get a job.
सही है, तो अपन करते हैं, कुछ प्लान करते हैं. Let's see, अगर कोई बंदा interested है, if someone is really interested in doing that, then just we'll just walk around how things work. So all the people
Sure,
who
sure.
are watching us, all those people who see this on YouTube later on, we'll try to come up with something. We'll work with Dipanjan to see if he can come up with a particular system wherein he can guide people, or provide the relevant knowledge, the relevant guidance, suggestions, so that the people can groom themselves, and accordingly you can also try to get in this particular field. And whatever we have discussed today, start applying all those things, so you know what artificial intelligence, what machine learning is, why the scope of this particular skill sets is going to be so much in future. So you know the basics. If you want to know more, if you want to actually walk the path what we have just discussed, then just wait. We'll soon work and get back to you with a particular communication, with some registrations and all. Let us figure that out. We'll keep you updated. Until then, guys, all the best. If you have any specific queries, you can text me. You can text me if you are there in our particular WhatsApp groups. You can just text me. I will share it with Dipanjan. Also, feel free to comment on the YouTube section if you have any specific queries, guys. So that's it. Dipanjan, it was nice talking to you once again. We'll keep connecting. We'll keep coming on regular basis on the YouTube platform as we had decided earlier. और कुछ plan करके एक पक्का कुछ solution देखते हैं कि how we can guide these people much better. Artificial intelligence और machine learning वालों को. ठीक है, it
Sure,
was
sure,
nice to
sure.
be a part of Dipanjan. Chalo, take care.
Yeah.
We'll keep
Thank
connecting.
you.
Thank you, guys. Just ensure that whatever is being shared, whatever is being told to you, you bring all these things into practice. Thank you, Dipanjan. It was really a pleasure